qualifier, which is something that many teams haven't done. Some teams we've seen today, like Solary, no one will know what quite happened there, that split, as we could talk about a lot of teams and their poor performances, but there's got to be a loser every time there's a winner, right, Boya? That's why we're such sporting players.
Very poetic in a way. That's, you know what, that was really nice. That was really sweet, but not really. It's just
that's really nice. After always, bringing up Liquid, which you usually get defensive on.
There's always a loser when there's a winner.
Yeah.
Put that in a magnet. It's like on the fridge.
Put that on a magnet. Stick it on the fridge. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Zamwe, he's living in the moment right now, getting the first goal of the grand finals.
Zamwe just right on cue with today is the moment, today the gift. Flips it under the crossbar, makes it 1-0. 40 seconds gone, already Barca with the lead. Navi of course coming off, but just with that win, the 3-0 sweep. Barca, not as easy for them. They had the 3-1 victory over a arguably easier team. I think
on paper, but on form, who knows?
On form, Big Stizzy might be the second best team on form.
We don't know how Big Stizzy would have performed in RLCS in the qualifiers because they weren't allowed to play. They're too young.
They're children.
Yeah, exactly. But it's okay. They're still qualified to lose in the semi-finals, and a good performance from them. But we're finding out who has the best performance on the night. This very night. If we look back to the regional, I'm still angry. Annoyed, you could say, at Barca, who are continuing to look like they're on form, but they still weren't quite on form enough to win that Game 5 against BDS to prove me right.
I can't believe you, Barca. You've scored a good goal right there. You didn't beat BDS in the Game 5.
I predicted them to win it in Game 5 against BDS, and they lost Game 5.
They will never recover from that.
Do you know how mad I was about it? I was so close to looking smart for once in my life, and then they had to go and go 2-3 in the Swiss as well.
There was a round 5 in the Game 5 to tell that to wrong, but 2-0 up for game number 1, and we're hoping to avoid Game 5 and go for that 4-0 sweep, but early days of the series, only 90 seconds into Game 1, that should be a goal for Navi. Dorito almost, but not enough.
Yeah, couldn't quite deny his former teammate, of course, back on White Demons. Luis, fellow Spaniard there. TIGREEE got a touch. We're not quite sure how much it mattered, but it did help Dorito clap it in to the top corner of the Barca net. And we are back at a 1-goal differential. And this is what I feel about this Navi side. And that's the difference to me against Barca, is that they'll go down 2-0 in this game, and that's okay. They'll stick to their game plan, they'll stick to their guns, and they will get something out of it, even if it's not the end result and a point on the board. Barca, however, I mean, we saw it in Game 1 against Big Stizzy, right? They went 2 goals down. That game, they lost 6-1 in that game. That's the difference between these teams, I feel like.
Family almost finds one right there, but the pass back to Dorito. Dev Monster looks very clear. Half the game approaching. Barca have their 1-goal lead, but who knows how long it will last. As you mentioned, Navi is good to make the comeback. Will they be allowed to find it? Well, Barca holds on. In comes centre. Dev Monster and LUISP working well together. TIGREEE's shot saved on the line by Dorito. Zamwe back up the other end of the pitch. A big flick upfield. TIGREEE's up for the ball. Kills it off the backboard. Rolls in centre. But it will not be a goal yet for Barca.
May have put it in his own net, but that's a crucial save from Dorito with both his teammates flailing around in front of him. It was just so important he makes that save to stop the slide that had really been started. Navi with strong momentum here, looking dangerous every time they go forward, but they got to come back this time. TIGREEE, slow recovery on the ball means he won't be able to contest that second ball, but Dead Monster, he's happy. He's chilling right now, watching Luis take the 50, making sure he's conserving that boost, and you'd expect it out of him. Being the patient player he is, composed, and they go up for that second ball will be TIGREEE. And once again, Barca are just that 1-50-50, that one good challenge from being severely on the back foot.
There are trying to take that ball upfield, denied, but Dorito will catch. Dribbling back up the other end, a 50-50 with TIGREEE will fall out to the side. LUISP with possession, looks at the bump on Zamwe, but he will barely avoid. 90 seconds now on the clock. It is Navi on the attacking front. But the Barca defense has held strong for quite some time now. Will it keep on holding? Oh no, it will not. No, it will, but it's the post. It's a goal.
How close is CRR to that final ball? Barca had no right saving this as the party is destroyed. Was the defense destroyed? Just about. CRR tried, but couldn't flip in time. And even if he flips earlier there, he'd have been too high to make that block. And Dead Monster will get the equaliser.
Party is over. The competition began. 2-2. A minute on the clock. That lead that Barca found early on, taken away from them. It's CRR back up the other end. And now to find the pass. TIGREEE looks for the clearance out. Dorito can't challenge. In comes Zamwe. Up high. CRR once more. He'll find the pass over. Zamwe in centre. CRR no boost. They tried to find it. Dorito up the corner. Now it's back in centre. Louis P will get the save on the line. And back up the other end he will go. As he looked at the pass to TIGREEE, it will not be connected upon. Things have started to explode all over the pitch, and I don't just mean from the demos.
Seriously, via Zamwe.
Oh, TIGREEE!
There's nothing we can say. Just sit in silence.
Oh no. That was impressive.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Other old goals I understand, like they've all hit into your car and it would kind of bounce into your net. That one, he like turned backwards to hit the ball into his own net. It was more purposeful than anything. I know it wasn't, but it just looked so like calculated.
He hesitated. He made a decision to make a touch away to the side, but then tried to pull out, but his car's already mid-air. And he just lightly taps his head into the ball, and you know exactly where it's going, to the back of his own net, and that could be the goal that makes the difference in this first game. A literal get out of jail free card, or fridge magnet if that's how you play Monopoly. Luis can't keep it up. And Barca, I mean, that's daylight robbery.
And the robbers were also Navi themselves.
Yeah.
Navi went into their own bag, stole all their own money, and just like threw it at Barca.
I don't. It's not even like Barca asked for it. They weren't even there to collect it. It went in the net anyway. It's like they threw it down a drain. It went into the sewage system and then came out on Barca's doorstep.
Right, I was curious about this. Was the replay guy going to show us the goal again and rub it into TIGREEE? It will happen again, and we do get reminded of what TIGREEE had to go through. Stole his own money out of his pocket, chucked it away. Barcelona just picked it up and ran home, I guess.
It's an alpha play from Navi. They come back into the game just to remind Barca, like, hey, you're not going anywhere. By the way, we'll donate this game and tell you, just to prove it to you, that you only win that game because of us. And then they giga chat up and just win 4 games in a row to qualify.
So your theory is going to be a 4-1 win?
For Navi.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, chat
You
play.
think after that own goal by TIGREEE, it was on purpose to trick Barcelona to have a bit of faith and belief to then lose?
Yes.
What is going on with your mouth?
Just dead serious about this prediction.
Right. That really distracted me while watching that there, I cannot lie.
That's okay, man.
Can the second game start, please, so that we don't have to keep watching?
No. This is what a fridge magnet collection does
It's
to an individual. That gives you transcendent clairvoyant powers to predict series, even in the most unpredictable ways.
That was a sentence. Anyway, game 2.
I feel like it actually made sense. It's just not the sort of sentence you'll ever hear again for the rest of your life.
Not a goal for TIGREEE. That is not a goal for TIGREEE. Never mind. It's a save for CRR. Up the other end is Zamwe, and it's almost a goal for Zamwe. TIGREEE almost made up for his own goal last game, but never mind, he didn't.
CRR ground pinched that frame perfectly. He got it so perfect it sprung up into the air and didn't even bounce before it hit the wall. That one's going to hit the back of the net though. Navi will not be denied for Luis.
CRR cannot pinch this one out. A goal found for Louis P. Dorito just a little bit too slow. Navi, they start off 1-0 up. Barca,
It's happening.
last game, had the 2-0 start. You mentioned how that if they had a deficit early on, they would struggle to bring it back. Well, here's the test.
That's it. Here we go. Second one.
Oh, well, okay, I guess you're right.
When Barca go down, they collapse. that's been not always the case, but it's definitely a noticeable trend. You would notice not a strong correlation, but it's definitely there. It's not just a scatter graph. I don't want to go back to statistics here, but if there was a normal distribution, how the hell do we relate this to the game?
And then the players are scattered all over the pitch right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There we go. We've done it.
Yeah,
We've
the
peaked.
mode position of the ball this game would be in the back of the Barca net.
Main position would probably be the midfield, because that's usually how it would work out.
Yeah, that's true.
Like every game.
What's the range? Just the length of the pitch and
like
width of it?
The back of the net to...
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it would be like the back of the Barca backboard. Sorry, the Navi. It would be the Navi backboard to the back of the Barca net.
And the median would just be not a clue.
Yeah, the
Anywhere.
median would just be like, well, should be the centre.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, where the ball is on half time, assuming that the game ends in regulation, right? So
Yes, we can add in here.
we'll have to wait till half time to find out what the median is, which isn't actually enough time. My homework's due before then, obviously, because I still do homework at the age of 22. Yes.
What about the standard deviation?
That is going to be difficult. Can we call halfway dead from rocket
Can
science?
someone in chat put the formula and just work out, please?
Yeah, actually, I've forgotten it.
Same,
It used to be on the
I
sheet.
am doing statistics right now.
You're doing statistics right now and you don't know it.
I have a test tomorrow. That's beside the point. Louis P
Oh.
upfield into the backboard now. The pass will be found by CRR. Rolling back, and comes Zamway sending it high, met by TIGREEE once more in the midfield. Still a 2 away for Navi. The Barca trying to break through to find their first of the game. It's Zamway high. Dorito will follow, and comes Zamway again with the ankle, but barely missing out.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. The median position of the ball is roughly just about outside the Barca penalty box, left-hand side if you're all Barca.
About 2/3 into the Barca half.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Oh, and but never
go.
mind. It's the mean again. It's the back of the Barca net. 3-0 Navi.
This is slowly becoming the average spot for the ball.
Slowly. Like every time we're checking the average, it's just like that little bit closer.
It is
To the Barca net.
inching up the Barca half.
Yeah,
Slowly
it
but
is.
surely.
It's Navi, and they get that lock on right now. It just feels like the more desperate Barca get, the less time Navi need on offense in order to make a chance that matters, because their gaps they open up themselves.
You're looking really smug right now with that
Yes.
prediction you made of if Barca have a deficit,
Very
they're not going
early
to come
days.
back.
Very early days.
Well, I meant more
Of
the
course-
not coming back prediction.
Yeah, I mean
There's 2
that
minutes
was always
left
going to
and
be
the free
right
goes down.
though. It did not take a genius to figure that one out.
Okay, no need to brag.
No, it's just a fact. Come on.
Fair enough.
Like, some things are strong correlations. Like, I will predict that Liquid
Now, why
Winter Regional 1 will make the closed qualifier and not the main event.
And they'll also go 1 and 3 in that, I'm assuming, as well. At the
Probably
back of
1 and 3, yeah, probably
Yeah.
1 and 3. That's just statistics.
that is, we're not going back. We've just got off of statistics. We don't need to go back to it.
Dorito, he's trying hard, but this Navi defense, they got 3 men back, and why would they need anything else when they got that lead?
Zamway with the pass down to no one but the person he replaced, TIGREEE. Will receive in the midfield out to the corner. Louis P will dive. Taking it high, Zamway once more, pass it down to Dorito, saved. The pass in centre, CRR finds it. Saved by Louis P. The turn in centre by Dorito,
Oh
saved
my.
on the line by TIGREEE. Navi are not letting any goals go by now. They got the free goal lead and they are holding it.
Incredible. Not only has he managed to not score an own goal, but he's only gone and saved the goal and saved the day, really, for Navi, although they would have still had a 2-goal lead in hand. They're looking for a shutout win here. Zamway's denied it off the inside of the post and crossbar. We stay at 3, the difference. And I don't know, it feels like there's still life in this game despite how late it is. Depends if these defenses are going to continue to hold.
Well, back up the other end, the only life is seeming to be in the side of Navi as they're looking for goal number 4. Save by Dorito. And TIGREEE, well, he's got his whole corner to go back to. He doesn't need to worry even about conceding right now. He can just play around with the ball, do whatever he wants. They've got 20 seconds. They're not going to lose this game. We're going to have a tied series. It's just a goal fest. Just
Yeah,
doing whatever they
that was
can.
it. TIGREEE, the tour guide, he was taking that ball for a little day trip around the corner, rooftop bus. Like, honestly, he was having a great time.
Louis?
Yeah, send a postcard or any other sort of souvenir you'd want, like a fridge magnet.
Like a fridge magnet, you can get the Resident Rocket League fridge magnets at rocketleaguefridgemagnets.com.
our thing.
Hope that's not a website.
I'll double check. I'll look.
Thank you, just in case. Maybe don't go to rocketleaguebidminer.com just yet. Might exist and it could be bad.
This site cannot be reached.
Okay.
Should we set up a domain and copyright that? I mean, I feel like there's definitely some.
You can make a business.
Yeah, I mean, Rocket League Sideswipe coming out. They're expanding into mobile. Why not expand onto fridges? Seems like a logical move to me.
We could get the phone like magnets.
Yeah. This is brilliant.
And we could get like PC magnets, you know.
This is getting worryingly attractive for business. I feel like we need to stop publicizing our plans.
Stop giving away our plans.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my plan is still on track, personally, for the 4-1 return win from Navi. They just have to keep getting the first goal in every game. If they fail that, then it's going to get real messy.
If Navi don't get the first goal, they might not win. But they still could win. Is that right?
Yeah, I just feel like every game where Navi get the first goal, they are going to win. That's what I feel.
I'm holding you to that.
I don't trust Barca with their leads as much, even though I think they're the more informed team and they're favoured coming into this grand final, and we're still so early days in this grand final. I think they're just too messy to beat a really motivated team right now.
Yeah, looking at our last series, this would have been the final game. This next one, game number 3, as we get ready for it, is 1-1 in series. It is a best of 7 this time around, so it was impossible for it to end here no matter what the result was, unless someone forfeit for some reason. Either way, coming into game number 3, the series is all even. 1 apiece. Navi, Barcelona. The winner push one step closer, and Palato is on the side of Navi for this one. He's thinking it might be them.
I think so. But, yeah. I mean, you feel like Dorito would probably have made contact there, but I don't know. Maybe he was trying to avoid a block that we couldn't see from our perspective. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm excited for Barca. They're a very exciting team to watch. They might be able to get a first goal here. They won't. Navi continue to hold, but it's not the most convincing of holds as Luis goes up, but Barca on the backboard through Dorito, linking up to CRR. This is nice. Taking it across here, turns it into an air dribble and gets it underneath, but Dead Monster following up with a challenge, will pop it over another. Will a shot come through? No. Zamway up onto the backboard, plays it to himself and gets it past Luis as well. On the individual level, Barca, they often have an edge and it feels like they're stepping it up here. Never mind, they're dead. It's in.
They can't step it up. Well, even that demo on Zamway doesn't really matter because he was at the midfield line when it happened. It was a goal either way, I'm pretty sure, and there's no one back.
That is, they're all on vacation. Getting fridge magnets.
They were just gone, yeah. They were at the midfield, they were at the back corner, just not in net, and because of that, they concede simply.
How? Yeah, I've never seen such a double-edged sword of a team. Like, it's truly, truly obnoxious, but so brilliant. I love Barca for it. Do you remember their regional... A Regional 1 qualifying series against Guild, which was the first alarm bells for just how bad Guild wanted to be in the full split. And they were 2-0 up with like 20 seconds left. Did you see that home run throw? Look at this, lovely.
There they are, that's fine, they're fine, they're tied.
It's a nice play.
That's a very good goal. That monster does help with the touch, but a good receive there from CRR, and it's a wide open net because Navi doing their best Barca impression.
It was poor communication, you're right. Their monster, it's sad that he makes that touch because it's not the worst of touches, just that he didn't need to make it, and it's a bit of a hospital pass for TIGREEE to have to challenge. Didn't quite work out for Navi, who weren't as polished on the defense as they needed to be there, and Barca will strike if you give them that window, and my goodness, did they exploit very quickly with that lateral pass.
And we know. We'll try and find number 2 for Barca. It falls into centre, and TIGREEE maybe won't go on again. It was close, and he will be able to find the save in time, but still sitting in front of the Navi net. In comes Zamway up the backboard, TIGREEE. But clear off to the side, it'll be CRR who can continue his attack off the back, and it will not even touch the backboard. It's a straight goal.
That is just a lovely delay on the flip here. He does it so specifically in order to get the roof angled down, slip it underneath the crossbar, and that is a pitch perfect shot from CRR, and that is the individual ability stepping up right there to get Barca not just back in the game, but back in front. And as it stands, technically for the series as well, if Dead Monster can't get a quick response, it will stay that way, at least for now. TIGREEE with the follow-up shot, and it's actually going to bounce under and in.
Well, it was a short-lived lead right there for Barca. TIGREEE, with 3 defenders in net, can hit the ball in a straight line and find a goal.
Yeah. It's strange, isn't it? I mean, he did good. His first priority is to avoid that first block, and he did it great. And the goal is one hell of a bonus to come with it. CRR leaning back for the flip reset, will get it past one, but too slow. Luis back in time to make the save that was required. TIGREEE still boosting the tank after that touch from the backboard. Notice the efficiency there. Luis, he's actually allowed to get that boost. It's huge that Dorito. Look at how much they run away. It's like, oh, we missed their big boost. Run! And suddenly it was a huge fall back there from Barca, who, credit to them, right decision given the circumstances, are able to come back forward, but not quite able to put it in from close range.
Well, that should have been a goal for CRR. Now Demon's out to LUISP. It's a great pass. LUISP unable to receive though. CRR take the tries, but it's just passing back and forth from Barca. Finally cut out. Demon's are back up. They get red off the backboard. It'll bounce, and Zamway, an unfortunate touch, will deny the clear away. Follow the ball to Denmonster, and TIGREEE will continue his reign of attack, trying to find a goal with the help of LUISP and Denmonster. It will not be one just yet, but Navi are continuing.
TIGREEE, he's looking for a 50. He's not going to get the one he was hoping for, but it is a great one staying out centre. The ball is still live for Navi, and Luis, oh, so unselfish, threatening the shot. Look at how much he disguises this pass.
Just takes his time here. He knows TIGREEE to his right. Zamway and Dorito are both ready for a shot. Not ready for the pass whatsoever. TIGREEE takes full advantage, gets the goal, and puts Navi back into the lead. Beautiful.
That's play of the day so far for me. Stick it on a postcard, stick it on a fridge magnet. I would buy that fridge magnet for my collection. Like that screenshot of Luis leaning away from the ball, or to open his car out after he'd made both goalkeepers wait for him.
Floor mosaic fridge magnet.
That might go on the fridge itself, to be honest. That was beautiful.
What would go on your floor is my question, then, if you have such a big one?
Just the standards, you know.
Ah, right.
It would be like a big mosaic of Danny Boy made out of fridge magnets. You know, like perfectly shaded.
Like
yeah, like when you make an image
drawings,
out of other images made out in it's like that. It's Danny Boy's face made out of fridge magnets.
Have that on your floor, okay. 3-2 for Navi. And
beautiful image.
In that game, and maybe get a taster of the Danny fridge magnet.
Oh.
That's not an official prize, but who knows, maybe Danny can arrange it for them.
Coming soon to broccoliFridgeMagnets.com.
Keep an eye on that one, guys.
That way, flip reset. Keep an eye on that, but you see this brick wall defense from Navi when they need to close out the game. It's just a swarm of blue players in front of the net, and Barca are a team that they're so good and thrive on open space, but when they almost run into a wall themselves. Like, they need to use the openness of the pitch to their advantage, because that's when they're better and able to create scenarios where they can showcase their individual quality. This isn't working for them.
Certainly isn't, and one goal down, 10 seconds left, and a lack of possession. It seems like this game will be going in the favour of Navi. Another attempt by TIGREEE to cement it right there. It's a last-ditch effort, and it was very short-lasting.
I don't know, Sierra.
Yep, it was very short-lasting.
It was very short-lasting. It popped the coffin open for a minute, and then straight back into the grave after a split second, as it will be Navi continuing, if I do say so myself, Buero. It's 2 in a row now, ever since the Chad own goal from TIGREEE to put them in their place. Are you quaking in your boots that you're not wearing yet?
I'm not wearing boots, and I am quaking in them. My lack of boots are absolutely quaking right now.
Thank you. That's a quick status check there. I'm very happy about that. And we can confirm it, as we are halfway, you could say, to a Navi win. You could say that we could be in for one hell of a roller coaster, though. Barca, at times, look so sharp there. And I think if Navi get complacent, they let their foot off the throttle one bit, then that problem will ride out of control, and Barca could wrestle this one back easily.
Yeah, this game is very important for both Barca and Navi. If Navi win it, they'll head to match point, and I don't think they'll lose another game after that. I do think they'll get the 4-1 if they make it to 3-1. But I very much can see Barca tying this up. It's just a matter of, will they get the first goal?
I mean, in fairness, they massively put a fight up in the previous game, right? And they didn't get the first goal in that. It, for me, was they fought so hard and did so well to get themselves back 2-1 in front. And then 10 seconds after the kickoff, it was 2-2 again. And for me, that was the sucker punch that really sort of dampened the wind in their sails and stopped that comeback second win that they seem to have. It just, yeah, maybe they can pull it off again, but the actual finesse and finishing product is going to have to be there even more so on the defensive end more often than not.
It's almost a goal there for TIGREEE. Luckily Zam was able to find the save in time, but it rolls back through for Navi once again. They're looking for the first, and it might be Dem Monster to find it. That's a great touch.
A great touch indeed from the Italian. Luis, the delayed flip, baiting out the challenge. CRR, he was already going towards that backboard, you see. He's misread the touch that came his way. And not only was it too far on target for him to reach, the power, it's not something he was expecting or myself either.
Dem Monster, pass out to LUISP, will be shut down, but in comes TIGREEE trying to get the shot off. It'll bounce off the back and roll on round. LUISP not fast enough, but Dem Monster really pushed it up too far. He gets the mid boost and is able to bounce back to net, make the save, and try and send this ball long in the meantime. Demo by Zamwe, but LUISP just keeps it running.
F as another demo comes out. The emotions running high here with a qualified spot for the Monaco Gaming Show finals on the line. I could see the demos becoming part for the course in this series. And there's another one from Dead Monster. Racking up, can I get another demo? Any demo, coming down. Any takers for the demo? Can we get another demo? How long are we going to be talking like this until we get one?
Keep going.
It'd be like, there'd be like another, not a single other demo in this
like
game.
Not a single of the whole series.
Series?
None the rest of the series.
No, you can't be that long. Oh, to jump in for the save. The problem is about that shot is as great as it was to the top corner, you kind of knew that if the defense was there, it just can't. It's not enough. You need a sustained wave after wave offense to break down Navi once they're back in numbers. And it's not just Navi, that's most teams of their quality.
Almost finding the angle, but barely missing out. It'll be sent back up the other end, and Zamwe off the backboard will fighting for it, but help with Dorito. It could be falling through and center. It's under the crossbar. DRR.
Not the first lovely pass we've seen here. This one's from Dorito, and realizing just how Navi had resorted to this fully turtled sort of stance after they got the lead, right? They're only 1-0 up. It's not even halfway through this game 4, and there was 3 of them, not just all in net, boyo, but all pointing towards the center of the net. So Dorito, even though he's at the top of the box, is just like, I'm just going to lay this one off, and suddenly you all have to defend the same angle and can't defend behind you. And the back post is open, and the entire net is open. Look at that bomb!
A goal found for Barca once again, puts them in the lead. The demo, a big help in the bump on TIGREEE, even better. He's got no but saving that. He's gone. He's miles away by the end of it.
Crikey. That was ridiculous. I mean, I said demos would be par for the course, but he's been sent completely out of the rough. The fairway's not even in the distance from him. He's still landing, I heard. Check your back gardens real quickly and see if there's a TIGREEE coming. Oh, actually, no, he's not come down in mine. No, it's just raining. Oh well.
That's a shame. It's nice and not sunny, but not raining.
Yeah, there's no way it's sunny right now. It's been pitch black for like 6 hours for us, right?
Yeah.
Winter.
Oh, it's a goal. LUISP.
That's not sad at all. We got another 2-2 situation in back-to-back games here. Just over 2 minutes on the clock, and LUISP indeed. Once again, the net just could never react to that shot in time. 117 shotgun from close range, and it's almost like Barca have got a 2-1 lead and then lost it within 10 seconds. Does this remind you of anything recently?
Well, the sun may not be shining, but LUISP certainly is. And that's bad timing because there goes that line. The Rio just scored, and it's Barca to take that front seat once again.
Different. And this is the slip up from Navi, right? It was a mirror image of Game 3, but this time Navi have slipped up in favour of Barca, following their act. It's not the sort of skill you do want to copy in skate. Unfortunately, that was a bit of a blunder. And they're really going to have to pull themselves out of this one. I feel like this could be a huge turning point, that net being uncharacteristically open. They got 2 minutes to find the goal, but the game just immediately feels different to me.
Well, off to the side, it will fall. Zamwe tries, no success. CRR will send it long. The ball gets passed on down centre. TIGREEE too slow on the approach up to Dem Monster to deal with this one. Well, not did the best of jobs, and that will just almost be a goal. It should have been a goal for CRR, but he could not find the angle. The defender was non-existent, getting bumped in net. The shot just not good enough. It'll be a counter-attack now for Navi to try and punish Barca for missing it. But defended well. for the time being.
Such a tough shot for CRR in his defence. He's done a great job getting that ball as far to the right as he actually managed it, but the post did deny him and deny Barca from a 2-goal cushion, something I'm not sure they've even had this series. As a delayed shot there on the bounce from Luis. Defense is going to be equal to it as CRR pinches it down, and that time continues to fall down for Navi. The physical play coming out again from Barca. The opening not there. Luis, he pops it high in the air, and it's plenty of breathing room for Navi to actually get the clear away. And CRR is going to let Dead Monster poke that one to the corner, knowing that it's just going to free pass that he can follow up on. TIGREEE, good interception though. Still, are Navi going to be able to carve a chance before the end of regulation?
Maybe having a tied up series here. Because with 30 seconds left, Navi still need a goal just to tie up the game. And that's a goal almost in the wrong net. It will be in the wrong net. And then comes Dorito off of the bump onto the fencer. It's 4-2 to Barca. They will take game 4.
Look at that bump, just to add a little more salt in the wound after that big whiff from Luis. Not a single player in the lobby was really expecting it either, but that post bounce falling center was always gonna favor Barca. And my prediction has been completely upended. It's capsized. TIGREEE can't save it from the ceiling, unfortunately. And it's all because they decided to... Hang on a minute.
Oh, no.
9 seconds on the clock. We've seen Barca throw these before.
Oh, no. Barca, you need to be careful now. It is a 4-3 scoreline for Barca. There is 9 seconds left for game number 4. Barca just need to not concede for these 9 seconds and they will have a tie series. The CRR with control of the ball, doing a great job at stalling things out. It will bounce to the ground, but TIGREEE barely catches it. Luis, he cannot predict. It hits the ground. It's a Barca win.
2-2. And maybe this one just will go the distance as costly mistakes from Navi, but Barca, got to give them credit where credit is due. They have not stopped hounding on the defense, and a couple of really nice plays, physical or not, to get the defense knocked down. Navi are going to go back to the drawing board here because this Barca team look hungry, and they're going to go into this game 5 to put them on match point very hungry.
A tied series. Next game, winner goes to match point, the loser will have to fight back from it. Important game. We're going to have at least 6 in the series, a potential 7 is what you said. Tell that to, I don't know if you said it on
At
stream
this point,
or
it has
to
to
me.
be 7 now.
You said it could be a long series, and certainly going to be seeming that way.
Said it before the series. Clearly, I had to go with my gut. I just wasn't ready for the TIGREEE Chad own goal strats that didn't quite work because unfortunately they sort of let themselves down again, which I keep saying, which is a discredit to Barca, who are, reminder, distinctively, they come into this series as favourites based off recent form. It's just that Navi are a team that has been consistent in the full split as well. And a real sort of feather in the cap for the winner of this series to have that head-to-head going into the next split, but also going into the finals of the Monaco Gaming Show. You have to say this is, for these teams, going to be the biggest event of this off-season.
Well, game number 5. Important for both sides, so the winner will head to match point as mentioned. There'll be good momentum as well. Can Navi bounce back after that last game loss, or will Barca carry the game win into another? Well, 30 seconds in, it will be nothing just yet, but the passing from Barca starts to cause some pressure, cause some scare in the Navi defense. It will not be a goal just yet, but very close.
TIGREEE, he is going to find it early on, a huge goal for Navi on the counter. Luis hounding it in the corner. The 50, it's sublime from him. You could even say a bit of fortune goes his way with how well it pinches and how well weighted it is. But TIGREEE, that instinct to be there, will slip it in at the near post.
Oh, it's found for Navi. A 1-0 start. Will that 1-0 lead be enough to carry them through to a game 5 win? Well, only a minute gone by, so plenty more to be done. Demons will get a small receive on it. Flipping past the CRR off the back wall. TIGREEE awaits Dorito's touch. It will roll on through in centre. CRR diving for a touch. It will find it off the backboard. Navi has to be careful. They left that one a bit too open. Luckily for them, it wasn't a goal. The pressure will continue, and it's Dorito off the back once more. CRR, no boost to follow. Finally in control though. Can he do anything with it?
dangerous. TIGREEE gets a clear away for now. That ball is still live as it bounces off the backboard, and Luis will whiff, not for the first time in that area of the field. A little bit of a scare for Navi, but respect given from Barca. They will not capitalize, and it's floating high. Zamwe will gamble, but TIGREEE not going to give him the odds off of that backboard. Dorito, can he control this? Not if Luis is just bouncing him out of the way, allowing Dead Monster to come in and following up. He'll try and get the clear across field, but Zamwe able to intercept. Able to get the mid boost and take that ball up the wall as it bounces down midfield. Dead Monster early flip there in order to get himself across and in position as Zamwe looks for the pass. He will find Dorito near that back post, but no shot to find the mark. Navi's defense holds for now.
Off the backboard, it'll bounce and clear away. Going to do with CRR and centre. It's dangerous now for Barca. Surviving well with only a 1-goal deficit, but they've got to try and find a goal back. They are yet to get any substantial pressure on in this game. It's been mainly Navi with a few things here and there from Barca. In comes Dead Monster looking for number 2 still. Half the game has gone. Looks for the pass that Zamwe intercepts. The pressure continues with TIGREEE on the ball. And LUISP just lurking around. He has touches to make. Nothing too dangerous though. Navi are playing a bit slow in the offense.
DRR, you see to use so much boost there, unfortunately, as he tried to use his flip to get back to the ball, but him not being able to reach that 50 means that he couldn't have forced it neutral across, and Barca stay on the defense for now. Maybe for another wave, but they will break out through Dorito. A great challenge from him. TIGREEE, though, pinches it down all the way to Dead Monster. It became a pass. What a save that is from CRR.
Another close attempt. CRR will find the save. Zamwe back up the other end. Saved by Dead Monster. Barely. I'll avoid that demo. LUISP. He sees Dead Monster mid. Cannot connect with a pass. In comes TIGREEE. Not the easiest touch to find. It's a wide open net. It's a goal for Barca. Dorito making it even.
And Dorito has looked so good in scenarios all over the field. You've given open net. He was going to take that all day long. Dead Monster could not get back through the front door in time for that one. It wasn't even close, as this series is mighty close, boy. A 1-1 in the game, 2-2 in the series, under 90 seconds on the clock in this game 5. Will it be a huge play? Will it be a huge mistake? I have no idea, but I'm hyped to find out.
Dead Monster in centre. Pass will be connected by TIGREEE. Looks for the bump. Zamwe who's strong, but in comes LUISP. It was a good effort by the Barca defense, but they could not survive it.
You see, TIGREEE was always going to take his time there, because if Zamwe took the bait, it was a free goal with the fake, and if he takes the 50, he can always keep it and force it mid, which, with a lot of faith he puts in Luis, and rightly placed as well. If he's going to be mid, he's always going to be able to clear that one up. As you see the sort of fake kickoff there out of Barca. Has it opened up a goal for them? It has! A huge equaliser for the Spaniards.
2-2. It just keeps getting tied up. A minute on the clock. Barca not going down this game without a fight. Can they take the lead though? That is a big question for them.
Such a good kickoff. What they do is they just avoid the ball. Whether they get the demo or not, it's often not lost to the back corner, as has been seen so much for the past sort of 4 years or so. But the ball ends up more central, and you see how perfectly Dorito was positioned. That was fully planned from Barca as it became a 3-man passing play, who, whether or not they had called to leave the final ball, CRR, he probably called off his teammate, and just slams that one in for the equaliser. Navi are going to have to put in the work again, and right now, they need to worry about the defense first and foremost.
LUISP gets bumped off this ball. Dorito tries to get a touch in centre. It's dangerous here for Navi. They've got to find the clear away. CRR will fight for it.
Oh.
But it's an open net. That's the goal. 20 seconds. LUISP will steal it. Fire away. Navi have the lead.
That's so sad if you're in CRR's shoes. I say that Zamwe, he felt like maybe he could and maybe he should have flipped, and it's so hard to know. Even if he pre-flips to that ball, he's either going to sort of land on it with his wheels or just poke it faster and further towards his own net, and he's sort of just had to watch as TIGREEE, with some in the tank still, just overtakes him, puts it in the open Barca net as they've overextended, trying to get a winner. Can they get an equaliser at the dead here, as the 50 will keep the ball deep in Navi territory, but they're going to get the clear away to the side. Doritos up towards the ceiling. The nice delayed flip to poke it centre. CRR's shot not quite sunk into the bottom corner, and it's Navi who go 3-2 up.
Navi gifted that win potentially at the end there, but either way, a win nonetheless. They take game number 5, they hit a match point, one more game win, and Navi will be the team qualifying for the Monaco Gaming Show finals. Barca still can fight back, but they've got to go to game 7 to do it.
This is tense. This is tense. Like, so many tense. Like, this is like a festival. The amount of camping going on. I'm actually stressed watching. Like, I'm actually truly worried every time Barca are on the offense and Navi, they're clustered around the net. And it's like, will they hold? Can they hold? And so often they do. And it's so strange, right? And a lot of the times they do, as you see for the winning goal there, they just get rewarded with a counter-attack goal. That's probably the easiest of gifts like we've seen so far this series. But for how great Barca's goals have been, I almost feel like we should bring back in the how good your goal is coefficient rating system.
Well, Navi may not be as pleased about it as they just have the lead and they want to get it over and done with in game number 6. 5 minutes on the clock and no scoring to start things off as always. Navi could be winning it right here, but Barca have kept things incredibly close every single game and they'll be looking to do so once again and trying to scrape through with a win.
Yara, early dribble, links up to Zamway, but he's never going to be able to beat the race to the ball and keep it under the crossbar. Ends up with Luis, not quite making contact. TIGREEE, he's the one up. Luis thinks about it, ends up just rotating back as Dead Monster in position to fill and buy time. How much time can he buy here? Can he do more than that? He's going to force 2 players to commit to make the save. The save going to Dorito as Luis does not quite get his flip reset off that cushioned touch, and therefore the changeover. Barca not quite able to get the counter-attack. Dead Monster shuts them down again with a fantastic pair of 50-50s. Awkward interaction between Dorito and Luis where none of them actually touch the ball, and seems a little bit stagnant here in the Barca esports half. But when they break out dynamically. If Navi aren't in the correct position, then it can be very dangerous. It's just that Navi continue to be in the right position, and it's rewarding them with shot opportunities like that.
Good save right there on the line. And a clear up the other end, but Barca trying to find that first goal. The opening goal could be vitally important as time will keep on ticking. It'll become more and more important. 90 seconds gone by. Dead Monster dropping that one into centre as TIGREEE back off to his corner. LUISP will turn on it quickly. Dead Monster just waiting for a missed touch on CRR. He'll pounce to the corner. It comes on in centre, but no one there from Navi in time to find the shot. Instead back up the other end. It's Barca off the post. It'll bounce away. So close, but not good enough.
It's not the first time the post has denied them as well. Barca will be feeling very unfortunate about that and the woodwork. Dead Monster, he's been the sort of silent MVP for me so far of Navi's previous few games. But will he be able to produce the goods to get them over the line? Barca, they have looked dangerous. Dead Monster will not get a chance of that with the save coming through from Dorito. Touched over to the corner by TIGREEE. He's trying to buy time for Navi to scramble back, and 2 of them will be in that corner. One backs off as Luis makes that early challenge. Actually get another one here. Bounces it down up near the ceiling, but Zamway for the pinch. He was definitely hoping for the goal, but he has made it into a great pass. Although I'm not sure what Barca are going to be able to find from it.
Batting up as TIGREEE, not enough. Off the corner as a pass in centre. Big save, big clear away. TIGREEE bumped around, cannot recover for the shot. 2 minutes now, and things are getting very intense on both sides. Both teams are having some close attempts. Nothing going in, though, means that we just keep on going.
Luis, he's going all the way down the sideline there, and without contact, he sort of faked out CRR. Zamway needed and required on that goal line to make the save for Barca. Make the save he does. And hang on a minute, at the other end, he's going to get the goal. A one whiff is all it took, and he's redirected it in at the near post.
It is 1-0 for Barca. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Navi, they can still go to game 7. They can still play it there. This is Barca's last life. Will Navi allowed to head to game 7? No. They have the 1 goal deficit. Fighting for an equaliser. Dead Monster! He'll tie it up.
Double flip reset. Dead Monster, what is this? It's not a double. I'll correct myself. It looked like it from our initial angle, but he's turned it into a 2-touch air dribble for the equaliser. And how big could that goal be?
Great goal to bring Navi back into things. but will be enough to find the lead. They still are even. If they want to overwin this game, they've got to score another. CRR will drop it into centre. TIGREEE will dive through. A good touch by Dorito will keep the pressure alive. In comes Zamwe once more. A big dunk on the ball. TIGREEE looks for the clearance. Zamwe will get bumped off it. Dorito with a shot. It's off the crossbar, bouncing down. Barca still trying. In comes CRR. Saved again by TIGREEE, and Demons are going to clear up the other end. Another touch could cause disaster in the Barca camp. It will be in centre, easily dealt with, but the pressure remains for just a moment as Demons are a soft touch off to the side. TIGREEE, Navi stacked up in the corner, need to get better positions. They finally found their way through, but the clear up from Barca could be the goal that they need.
Yeah, you feel the impatience from Barca. They're so desperate for this win and they're hacking away at the defense, but they're leaving themselves open on the back end every time it's Dorito or one of them just getting back on time with limited boost. And how long can they get away with that sort of untethered aggression? Navi, they could buckle under that pressure though, as it's late on here. Another flip reset, this time from LUISP. A very tidy one to transition them onto the offense, but the Spaniards hold. Barca's defense here, able to withstand the test late in regulation. A double commit though could be awkward. Zamwe will get the boost but will not be able to contest for now. He gets the pop up high into the final 10 seconds. Dead Monster with the delayed flip reset, doesn't quite get the contact he was looking for at the second time of asking. And will we go to overtime?
It's looking like we will. They try to get the ball high, and it will be brought in centre. Shut down Dem Monster. He's going up the other end. He's feeling confident. He's kept it high with the pass to Louis P. That's it will be saved on the line. Bouncing through though. TIGREEE to Dem Monster will not be caught. Game number 6. We head to overtime.
If they won it on 0 seconds like that to qualify, that would have been sensational. LUISP, he's looking for a sensational finish of his own, but Zamwe getting in his way as an obstacle. Is it building in Rocket League again? Please, no. Fortnite is dead. It can stay that way as it's off the corner. And Dead Monster won't make contact. The shot to the far post. Zamwe sends us to Game 7.
We've got a game number 7 for the qualifying game for the Monaco Gaming Show Finals. We will go the distance. Barca versus Navi. Game number 7 is incoming. I am excited.
Get us on Champions Field. That is my request right now. I have no idea who's host of this lobby, unfortunately, so I'm just going to shout at the air, the ether, if we actually don't get Champions Field. But so be it. That's an emotional roller coaster, not just for us, but for Navi, right? They were so close to being over that line, so close to qualifying, and then to have another costly whiff just give really a cheap goal, you could say. It was 2 whiffs that led to 2 goals for Barca. They're punishing relentlessly. But when the defense has been, not like it has to be on form for Navi, but when it's been consistently there and asking the questions in response, Barca haven't been able to break it down. It's just that it broke itself down at the most crucial moment there.
Every game has been incredibly close. It's hard to separate these 2 teams. Every single game, minus the game number 2, has been a 1-goal game. Game number 2 being a 3-0 victory for Navi. But now in game number 7, you have to try one more time. Navi or Barca, one of these teams can make it. The other team will have to try again in a different qualifier. Barca went out in top 4 last time. They made it to the finals this time around. And they are 1 game away from qualifying to the Monaco Gaming Show Finals. But will Navi allow it to happen? Game number 7 about to come underway. 5 minutes on the clock.
Manfield.
We get Manfield, not Champions Field, but one of these teams that will still be champion at the end of it.
And that is pain is going to be for the loser of this Game 7 to play all evening long and not get the spot in the Monaco Gaming Show. Of course, it's not the final qualifier, but they are fully invested in this one right here, as I too, like you at home, are invested in this 7th final game of this evening between Navi and Barca. 30 seconds go past without an opener. But CRR stalking the blue end of the field. Zamwe is up in his annoyingly blue-coloured MVD card, despite him being on orange team. We'll forgive him because he got the winner last game. And that could be an opener. Surely not going to be a winner, but once again, Navi's defense, apple crumbled. CRL is just going to poke it in.
Navi has these moments of great defense and other moments where we see TIGREEE just not able to make it to the ball in time because he doesn't know where to go. a simple goal for Barca to score, but it's a goal nonetheless, and they start off 1-0. It's what has been plaguing Navi this series. So many times Barca have scored simple goals, but not because it's anything to go against them. It's just been Navi making big mistakes.
Oh, can they make up for it here with a low shot? Dead Monster has come up with a good so many times this series, but it's going to be CRR making the difference now on the defensive end, denying him on the Barca goal line, and we stay at the 1-goal differential in favour to Barca as they double commit on the back line. But TIGREEE, he can't get to it. Luis can. He's been quiet for a while, but he's shown up here for the equaliser.
That's a great call from Louis. He calls off TIGREEE. You can see him getting ready to go. He backflips out. Louis comes in, and we have a tied game just like that, making up for the mistake in defence. It's all back to even. Not even 90 seconds gone. One apiece for game number 7.
Luis, immediately off kickoff into the corner. He wants more as he takes his time. Doesn't quite get the second touch he was looking for that pass, I should say, out to TIGREEE, who's going to look to pass to himself with a flip reset, but Dorito's seen that one before. He cuts that one out very, very early as Luis looking for the bumps. Not going to find it this time. Could it be the bump that makes the difference? I think we're going to get a bump / demo very heavily involved in the winning goal of this game, boy. I think so many of the crucial goals this series have come from physicality, and my normal distribution, I'm looking at the average, the mean, that's what it's telling me it's going to be.
The average of goals have been bumps in demo. I feel like that's not true, but I'll believe
the
it.
important ones, the important ones.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, 2 minutes gone by. Isn't an important goal just yet, but it's going to be coming out. Well, here's Louis P to try and show us off the ceiling, bouncing through, backboard now, it will not be in. So close in the Barca net, but they do survive, and up the other end is Zamwe. He's got the boost to look for the bump, but unable to connect on Dead Monster. The pressure continues. Can Barca find their way through this almost rock solid Navi defense at the moment? All three are back, they should be easily making these saves, but a bumper demo could disrupt her.
Zamwe around the corner, but Luis able to answer. He's got a nice little very slippery set to get that way all the way downfield. Dorito, he's upfield here on the backboard. CRR slamming it here as it's direct from Barca, and it could work out for them if there's any whiff or lack of confidence on the defensive touches from Navi, who seem a little flustered there as that one bounced towards their blue net. We stay tied at 1-1. 2 minutes on the clock. Dead Monster uncharacteristic. Lack of contact on that shot. You have to say he was probably going for the perfect shot, not just the average one. Luis, he might get a touch at one, but no more boost in the tank. Barca able to hold.
Dorito sends it long. Minute 30 approaching. Just about 90 to 100 seconds left. It's TIGREEE and Dead Monster double commit in the midfield. Dead Monster steals it from Louis. PBT recovers well. Takes it high. Zamwe. There's no flip reset to get it past, but cannot get the reset on it. It's CRR. Sends it along, up to Dorito. It could be dangerous for Navi. They will survive for now, but then comes CRR once again. That shot is barely going to miss out. The pass out will not be enough for Zamwe to find a goal. 1-1 still, and it could be a Game 7 OT we have.
And of course, for all the players on this field, boyo, this game's regulation will finish on the stroke of midnight, as we're looking for the Cinderella story of who will qualify for the Monaco gaming show. Zamwe, it's looking like he's going to try and fit the slipper on, but I don't want to imagine Zamwe wearing glass slippers. That is a strange image in my mind, as instead they try and create a winning goal in this final minute, but Navi continue to hold.
Then Monster will get it past one. Off to the corner, he will rush. 45 seconds now. Up for the ball, bouncing off the side. Dead Monster pass and centre. Oh, that's a great pass to that! Louis P, an incredible strike! And Navi have a lead.
Incredible production line conveyor belt pass from Dead Monster, and Luis, waiting on the end of it, sends a buzzer across the field there. I think we've got to relay all of the grass in that section. It's just a burnt load of shreds from where that ball just went. The worm burner. Could it be the winning goal for Navi? 30 seconds. Barca have come back so many times this series. Can they come back again? I don't think they're going to get back to the ball. It's Navi with an open net runaway, making it 2 to the good.
Surely that one there was GG. 25 seconds. 3-1. Navi. They might have just won it right there. That pinch goal is maybe all that they needed Barca will try everything they can. It's CRR, a fake on one. The shot saved by Louis P. It is still in front of net. One wrong move and Barca could be back in it, but the big clearance away. That's surely the game now. That's surely the series, and that is surely Navi moving on to the Monaco Gaming Show Finals, joining Team Liquid from Qualifier 1. Navi, second team to make it there.
Commiserations to Barca Esports. What a well fought series. So much back and forth. GG's and smiley faces in chat. Even if they are probably going to be traumatized by that series tonight. Navi tested so many times. They may not have passed with flying colours, but my goodness, have they gotten themselves across the line in the clutchest of ways. It'd be interesting to see just how far they can go.
A win for Navi. You know, you thought it would have been a quicker win. You thought it would be 4-1. We did get a 4-3 by the end of it, a game number 7 winner. But a win nonetheless. It did put them on to the Monaco Gaming Show Finals. As I already mentioned, they'll be joined there by Liquid, the Qualifier 1 winner. There's still 6 more teams to be found out. There's 4 of the invited teams, of course. 4 from the qualifiers. Qualifier 3 and Qualifier 4 in the next few weeks. Qualifier 3 in the 24th tomorrow. And Qualifier 4 the 30th of November. The last 2 we found there. And maybe we'll see I think we'll see Barca again.
We see Barca again, but will the sort of ghosts of this fated evening for them rear their ugly head once again? You'll have to find out, of course. Make sure you're here tomorrow for that qualifier and here the following Tuesday, a week from today, for the final spot to find out the final teams competing in the Monaco Gaming Show Finals. That is a lot of the word finals, but that's the final sort of sentence of the day from myself. I'm Boy Arroyo, of course. We thank you for joining us on this fine evening, and we thank, of course, the players for playing behind the scenes. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to our producer, of course, Cheeseface, for the clean feed. Very much appreciate having this evening between all of us, and we will bid you goodbye until